What's going on, guys? xGODLYxPANDAx here, and it's just another commentary, I guess. So, I got a bunch of things to cover in this commentary. Yeah, I know I said I don't know when this is going up. It's definitely going up the same week as the other one, but I know I said in the last video that was uploaded, I ran out of stuff to talk about at the end because I ran out of time and I didn't know how long of a game I was gonna be able to get. But now I have an actual like perspective on the map pack, and it's pretty good. I really like it. The maps are all really good. It's just the people that I had as teammates yesterday were shit, and I was just having a really hard time getting a gameplay. The score I checked at the end of the game, actually, I didn't even go positive. I was like 13 and 14, but I was playing the objective, and I thought it was fairly entertaining, so that's why I had that. But I do like, Perdition's probably my favorite, because it reminds me of, oh god, what's it called? Highland? No. No. I don't remember. It was a Halo 2 map, and there was like there were like really tall buildings, and there was a crane in the middle. And, yeah. But it reminded me of that. I'll search it after this commentary, and I'll probably put an annotation there. But, anyway. Daybreak is alright. Not a really too big of a fan of Daybreak, but it's still really pretty. And, Outcast I played like twice. That's the one I haven't played as much, but, I do like it. So, yep, that's the map pack. But the other things I wanted to cover in the commentary were, that I have like a bunch of stories to tell. One of them is like really weird, but, so, in my basement, which is where I do all my recording and gaming and everything. Sorry if you hear that tapping, that's me on my computer. But I have these panels in the ceiling. So the ceiling is like a pattern of these weird panels, and they look like foam from far away, and they might be made of some sort of foam, but you can actually lift up the panels, and there's a little layer of space in between my basement ceiling and the floor of my, like, middle floor of the house. So, I first discovered, like, a few weeks ago, what happened was, I was playing, and I heard, like, scuffling from above me, so I started looking around, and my dogs weren't down here, and I was like, oh, that must be them walking upstairs, or, like, running around upstairs. But then it started to, like, again, like, 5 seconds later, but it was, like, it sounded like a lot more than just 8 legs, or 2 dogs, maybe, but it sounded also a lot lighter, so I was like, huh, that's strange, so I went upstairs, I'm like, and my dogs weren't even upstairs, they were, like, outside. I'm like, Dad, were the dogs just, scuffling down here? Or scuffling around here? Because I heard something from the basement. And he's like, no, they've been outside for, like, 10 minutes now. So I was like, that's weird. So, I finally figured out a week after that. I was, like, listening, and it happened again, and I was like, God damn it, what is happening? So, I've been listening, and every time I hear it, which is about once every other day, I'm fairly sure that there are actually mice living in my ceiling. And when I say mice, I mean, like, it's not just, like, one mouse that got in. I was gonna say something and it was gonna rhyme, and I was gonna hate myself for it, but it's not just, like, one mouse that got in, to the basement, but I'm pretty sure that it's, like, a family of mice living in my house. But I don't hear them all the time, and I can't imagine they're sitting still all day. So my thoughts are that they actually live in the vents of my house. And I actually googled it, and that's not that uncommon, apparently. Especially this time of year or something. But I still think it's pretty strange that they're actually... I don't know, the scuffling just pisses me off to this point, and I actually... next time I hear it, I really want to get up and lift the panels to see if I can see anything, but... I don't know. That seems a bit dangerous, mostly because I usually don't have gloves on, and if they bite me, they might get me diseased or something, and I don't want to get a disease. That would suck. So, yeah. But, the other thing I wanted to talk about in this commentary was... I don't know if you guys watched the CoD Championships, April 7th, but, oh my god. Or, the last weekend, I didn't watch anything until April 7th, which was the day, that they were doing the semifinals and the finals, and that was very, very entertaining. I'm sure you might be able to find a little bit of it online, but I'm not sure, like, too much. I'm not sure how much of it you actually are going to be able to find, because it was like a fairly large championship, and it was fairly publicized. But if you didn't know that happened, I'm surprised, because it actually, hashtag Xbox COD, which was the way to get, like, on, if you can actually watch it via Xbox Live. If you go on, they had like a little thing where they were streaming it straight to Xbox Live. They had a little thing pop up where every time someone would use the hashtag Xbox COD, they would have like their little tweet come up. So Xbox COD and COD Esports actually, or Xbox Esports or something like that, I think it was COD Esports, actually made worldwide and United States and I think European trends, which is pretty exciting. So I don't know if you guys are too big on the Twitter world, but it actually, Xbox COD was like the number like 2 or 3 thing trending in the world at one point on Sunday, for a few hours. And I was watching the games, and they were actually really exciting and really entertaining to watch. I was cheering for Optic, and they lost. And I was like, Farigo's pretty good. And, you know, I've never heard of Farigo before they played Optic on Sunday, but I'm not too big in the COD clans. I could probably name a few Halo clans, but there's also, I was also rooting for Envy because I actually follow them fairly decently, and they lost, but those are the most exciting finals I've ever watched, I think, of any sports event, and it wasn't even a sport, but it was technically like a tournament, but that's the most exciting tournament I've ever watched, and the finals were just crazy, and everyone was on the edge of their seat, and it came down to game 11 in an 11-game series, Search and Destroy, and they were like 2 rounds away from taking into like overtime. Whoever wins that round wins it all. But it was pretty exciting. But that's pretty much it. I know this commentary was a little longer than yesterday's, but that's why I had a lot of stuff to talk about, and I didn't think I could fit everything into one commentary after yesterday, so I'm glad I did too. But anyway, also if you have any input on what I should do for when Uprising comes out next Tuesday, I will attempt to stream it. If there's an interest, but I gotta figure that out. I've never streamed before, so that's probably gonna be a test of something this weekend, and, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video, I'd appreciate it, and if you're new around here, subscribe. I'd like that too, and, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.